Good evening, I'm Nancy Germanium, and you're watching CNN Chemistry Nightly News.
And I'm Katie Curiam, bringing you today's top stories.
Tonight's top story is the tragic death of the Acetine family by carbon monoxide poisoning.
Experts say that the carbon monoxide diffused into their homes late last night while they were sleeping.
Now, Katie, what is diffusion? I'm a little lost.
Well, let's have our expert explain.
Thanks, ladies. Hello, I'm Dr. Laurencio. Diffusion is the spreading of gas particles throughout the air. For example, if you take this warm vanilla sugar perfume, just give it a little, it'll momentarily diffuse throughout the air. Can you smell it over there? Yeah. All right, back to you, Katie and Nancy.
Wow, very tragic story. Unfortunately, they all are gone.
So, as you can see, gas particles are very free-flowing and spread to fill their containers. Next, we have our very own 3 relationship experts here to help spice up your love life.
Oh, hi, I'm Dr. Boyle, and I want to provide you with a formula to have a happier relationship. I think that relationships vary inversely, and I've come up with this formula. P1V1 equals P2V2. And I think that if you put a lot of pressure in your relationship, then the capacity of volume and love is going to decrease, and vice versa. So I think that, interestingly, this rule also applies to gases. And the pressure times volume of the first gas is equal to the pressure times volume of the second gas. Now, not only am I trying to increase the chemistry in your love life, but I'm giving you chemistry in your daily life.
Oh, good evening. I'm Gay Lussick. And from personal experience, I know that relationships vary directly. And that's why I've come up with a formula, P1 over T1 equals P2 over T2. And this explains the pressure in the relationship. For example, when you increase the pressure, you increase the temperature. And you don't want to get burned because, honey, that is not what you want in your relationship. And funny enough, this also applies to gas laws.
Oh, hello. I'm Dr. Charles. In my formula for success, I can proudly say that what you put in is equal to what you'll get out of it, varying directly. Just follow V1 over T1 equals V2 over T2. Remember, heat is good to have in your relationship, and you can increase the temperature simply by increasing the volume of effort and love you put in. Similarly, my rules can be used when finding gas law proportions. Strange.
Wow, you gotta love the chemistry in love. To our love experts, love is like oxygen. Don't forget, if you know 2 of the components and these formulas, you can always find the third through the combined gas law, which is P1 times V1 over T1 equals P2 times V2 over T2. This law will also help you remember all the formulas in case you forget.
That's right, Katie. Speaking of oxygen, I heard he went on a date with potassium, but it only went okay.
Our love experts mention pressure quite often. What exactly is pressure?
Well, recent reports show me that pressure of a gas is the force exerted on the walls of its container. Pressure is also measured by a barometer.
Let's go to the weather woman who's going to show us more about pressure.
The total atmospheric pressure is a mixture of many gases, such as nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon. In order to calculate the atmospheric pressure, we use Dalton's law to add up the partial pressures, which then will equal the total pressure. Earth's standard atmospheric pressure is 1 atmosphere.
Very interesting.
Hey Nancy, I heard about an elite group of gases that act just like royalty.
I did too. They call themselves the noble gases, and nothing phases them.
I heard that helium walked into a bar, and when the bartender told him that he didn't serve his kind, he didn't even react.
Well, to end our program, we wanted to finish off with everyone's personal favorite, math. We go on now to our mathematician, Holmium Numbers, to briefly explain gas stoichiometry.
Yo, I'm Holmium Numbers. Gas stoichiometry helps you find the coefficients in chemical equations, molar amounts, and ratios. Just follow these simple steps and you can solve any problem. See, if you're given grams, you put the given over 1, you put 1 mole over the molar mass given, then you go to the mole ratio. Then, that's all you need. Then, if you're given moles, you put the given over 1, go to the mole ratio, which is the coefficient determined over the coefficient given. Then you go to the molar mass, which you determine from the periodic table, obviously, over 1 mole, and that's all you gotta do.
That's all for tonight, folks. Tune in next week for CNN Chemistry Nightly News.
Good night.